the arrival, the galaxy was quiet. For centuries, alien civilizations lived under the so-called Galactic Accord, a fragile peace held together by treaties, fleets, and fear. Every star system knew its place. Every world obeyed the council, and no one dared to challenge the order. Then, without warning, the sensors of multiple systems flickered. A signal appeared beyond the galactic rim. It was not like anything the scanners had ever detected before. Its size alone dwarfed the largest warships, larger than moons, larger than some small planets. It moved slowly, deliberately, its trajectory pointing toward the galactic core. Panic spread among the alien fleets. "What is that?" one officer shouted. "It cannot be natural," another replied, voice trembling. "No known civilization has this technology," murmured the scientist. "But it's moving directly toward inhabited systems." The first fleet arrived to intercept, expecting a weapon, a monster, or a ghost from the ancient wars. The alien ships formed a line of defense, plasma cannons ready, shields humming. Every pilot knew that if this thing was hostile, entire fleets would be lost, and then the vessel spoke. Not with explosions, not with missiles, not with alien tongues, but through a calm, clear transmission. "This is the United Earth Titan Sol Invictus, requesting diplomatic clearance." The words shocked every species in range. "Earth?" one commander whispered. "Where? What is Earth?" The name had never been spoken in the galaxy before, and yet it carried authority. Something about the calm tone, the precision, the weight of the message made the fleets hesitate. The Titan-class vessel slowly came into view. It was unlike anything in history. Its hull shimmered like a black diamond, reflecting the stars. Its length stretched for thousands of kilometers, its width enough to host entire cities. Ships that had approached it disappeared in its shadow, dwarfed by its size, and yet there were no weapons firing, no signs of aggression. Just the calm presence of a ship made to last for ages. The alien fleets were frozen, unsure what to do. Some commanders considered retreat. Some whispered that this must be a trap. Others tried to signal back. But the Titan remained silent, waiting. A small scout fleet approached cautiously, a dozen ships sent to investigate. The humans responded, not with weapons, but with an open docking sequence. The airlock opened automatically. A welcome chamber lit softly inside. From there, humans stepped out, wearing uniforms simple in design, disciplined yet relaxed, smiling faintly as they offered greetings in multiple galactic languages. The aliens could not believe their eyes. They expected monsters, gods, or invaders. Instead, they saw creatures smaller than themselves, fragile-looking, and yet the sense of power radiating from the Titan-class vessel made them hesitate, made them feel fear. A human commander spoke, his voice calm, steady. "I am Captain Marcus Hale, of the United Earth Fleet Titan Sol Invictus," he said. "We come in peace, seeking dialogue, not conquest." The alien officers exchanged nervous glances. "Peace? From a ship this size? From a species no one had ever met? How many of them exist?" whispered one pilot. "Do they all have Titans?" The Titan's AI suddenly transmitted directly into their comms. "Please understand," it said. "The purpose of this vessel is protection, not war. The universe is vast, life is fragile. We preserve, we do not destroy." The words resonated across the alien fleets. But so did the warning, for beneath the calm voice, beneath the polite words, there was something undeniable. The potential for absolute power. No weapon the galaxy had ever built could match the Titan. No strategy could predict its movement. No empire could challenge its might. And yet it did not attack. A silence fell. A silence that stretched across the galaxy. Ships hovered, systems paused, communications halted. No one spoke. No one dared act. For the first time in history, every species understood something terrifying and humbling at the same time. Humanity had arrived, and humanity through a single ship. The Titan Sol Invictus had changed the galaxy forever. The aliens stared at the massive vessel, unsure whether to flee, fight, or surrender. Their leaders whispered among themselves, debating what to do, and still, the Titan remained motionless, silent, watching, waiting. Then the human AI spoke again, voice soft but commanding. "We mean no harm, but we will defend ourselves if necessary. Your choice will determine your future. Choose wisely." The words hung in the void like a promise and a threat. The galaxy had never heard such a thing before. Never had a species appeared so small, yet commanded such attention, and for the first time, billions of beings understood that the rules had changed. The arrival of the Titan-class vessel was not just a first contact. It was the beginning of a new era, one where humans could be friend or foe, protector or destroyer, one where the galaxy would tremble in silence, waiting for the next move. And everyone knew the story of humanity had only just begun. The galaxy had never felt fear like this. Alien leaders gathered in panic, their voices rising and falling in confusion. Reports came in from every corner. Scouts, sensors, fleets, all confirmed the same thing. The human Titan-class vessel, the Sol Invictus, was massive, silent and unmoving. How can a species so small build something like this? One alien commander demanded, his antennae trembling. Small? Another said, they are fragile looking. They cannot possibly be dangerous. Do not underestimate them, a scientist warned. Their technology is far beyond anything we have seen in centuries. The Galactic Council convened. Holograms of planets, fleets, and stars flickering across the chamber. Every species had a voice. Yet every voice was tense, anxious, afraid. This cannot be a first contact ship, one diplomat said. No civilization builds a vessel of this scale without reason, without war in mind. But their message, it says they seek peace, another countered. And yet look at the Titan, said the first. It could destroy a dozen planets with a single shot. A small alien scout team was sent to dock with the Titan, expecting chaos, violence, or traps. Their engines hummed nervously as they approached the massive hull. And when they finally reached the docking bay, they froze. Inside, humans moved calmly, almost casually, checking systems, repairing panels, walking in silence. Polite and disciplined, yet strangely emotional. The scouts watched in disbelief, expecting monstrous soldiers, not ordinary beings smaller than their own bodies. The humans smiled faintly, greeting the aliens in multiple galactic languages, offering explanations, invitations to dialogue. Their eyes were bright yet focused. The alien scouts whispered among themselves. They do not seem threatening, one said. No, but the ship, another replied. Its presence alone is terrifying. The Titan's AI spoke directly, calm and clear. Your species is recognized. We come in peace. We seek discussion, not conquest. Our mission is protection, not war. Our intent is survival, not domination. Even the most fearful aliens could feel the truth in the words, and yet unease spread. A lieutenant whispered, if this is just one ship, what if there are more? The room fell silent, the question hanging heavier than any weapon. Outside the vessel, the alien fleets could not decide. Some ships hovered, waiting. Some withdrew slightly, unsure how to respond. The leaders argued, destroy it now before it moves, negotiate and risk exposure, or retreat completely and wait for humans to act. The Titan remained calm, silent, waiting. The aliens' fear was not only of the ship itself, but of the unknown. They had never encountered a civilization that combined restraint, intelligence, and power in this way. Humans looked small, fragile, and mortal, and yet every movement suggested control and discipline. A power hidden beneath their calm demeanor. One alien officer finally spoke, voice low and trembling. They are not aggressive. Yet I feel as if they could end us all if they wished. The message of peace became more chilling because it carried authority. The Titan-class vessel was not threatening anyone, but the aliens knew, deep inside, that any provocation could lead to total destruction. Back in the council chambers, debates raged. Some argued to attack immediately. Before the humans had time to learn the galaxy's weaknesses, others argued to negotiate, to offer gifts and alliances to gain favor. And a few whispered cautiously that humans might become allies. If only the galaxy survived their first impressions. The scout team returned with their report, and their faces told the truth. They were in awe, terrified, and confused all at once. They are smaller than us, yet their ship, it is like a moving world, capable of reshaping everything in its path, one said. And they are calm, another added. They do not seem to fear anything. Yet we feel fear just being near them. Across multiple systems, this story spread. The news of humanity's Titan-class vessel traveled faster than any fleet, faster than any diplomatic signal. The entire galaxy paused, holding its collective breath, waiting to see what humans would do next. And still the Titan remained motionless, observing, patient, calculating. The aliens realized something chilling. Humanity did not need to fight to command respect. Their presence alone was enough. And that presence could decide the future of the entire galaxy. Then the Titan's AI spoke again, voice calm and unshakable. Understand this. We do not come to conquer. We do not come to destroy. We preserve life. We respect peace, but do not mistake our restraint for weakness. We are capable of defending ourselves, and any attack on us will be met with absolute response. The words echoed in every ship, every mind, every system. The silence afterward was deafening. No one moved, no one spoke. For the first time, the galaxy understood the true meaning of power. It was not in weapons or fleets, it was in restraint, discipline, and the courage to stand alone. And humanity had arrived, not with fire, not with rage, but with a calm that could terrify any empire. The first contact had been made, and the galaxy trembled, uncertain of what to do next. The truth revealed, the galaxy held its breath. After the first encounter with the Titan-class vessel, rumors spread like wildfire. Every civilization questioned what kind of species could build something so massive. Yet remained calm, the alien fleets watched carefully, unsure whether to flee, negotiate, or attack. Captain Marcus Hale of the Sol Invictus addressed the Galactic Council directly, his voice clear and calm. We come in peace. Earth seeks no conquest, no empire. Our goal is preservation of life, survival, and knowledge. Many alien delegates were skeptical, whispering among themselves, do they hide something? One asked, or is this their true nature? Another replied, whatever it is, their technology is far beyond anything we have ever seen. A few aliens dared to approach the vessel directly, walking into the docking bay, expecting traps or soldiers armed to destroy them. Instead, they found humans moving with care, checking equipment, reviewing data, and speaking softly to one another. They noticed discipline in every movement, yet there was a warmth in their interactions. Humans smiled, helped one another, and treated every alien visitor politely. The alien leader spoke hesitantly, why are you here? Why did Earth remain hidden for so long? Captain Hale's eyes were steady. Earth was isolated. We have survived natural disasters, wars, and cosmic threats on our own. In that time, we advanced our technology, studied the stars, and built the Titans to ensure life survives, not to conquer. The alien diplomat looked doubtful. You say you protect life, yet your ships are large enough to destroy entire colonies. Hale nodded calmly, and that is exactly why they must exist. Titans are not weapons to conquer, but shields to prevent extinction. We carry the ability to destroy, but we choose to preserve. The Galactic Council paused, unsure what to say. They had never encountered a species with such restraint. A species that combined immense power with deliberate calm. The aliens began to realize the terrifying truth. Humanity had seen wars and suffering the galaxy could not imagine. Their minds were trained to survive, their hearts prepared for loss. Yet they carried hope, compassion, and discipline along with unmatched strength. One of the alien commanders, trying to hide his fear, asked, if you do not come for war, why reveal yourselves now? Hale's voice was quiet but firm. Because the galaxy is changing. We sensed imbalance, threats unknown to you. We came to offer aid, guidance, and warning. But understand this. If we are attacked, the consequences will be total. The alien fleets trembled at the warning. No one had dared to threaten an entire galaxy with just words before. The Titan-class vessel's presence alone was enough to shift alliances, rewrite strategies, and force fear into even the most confident commanders. The scout officers whispered to one another, if they are calm now, can you imagine their response if provoked? Another added, their restraint is more terrifying than any weapon we have. The Titan's AI spoke again. We do not seek domination. We only intervene when life is threatened. Respect life, respect peace, or face consequences you cannot survive. This is not a threat. It is a statement of fact. Across the galaxy, silence followed. Ships hovered, waiting, scanning, calculating, but no one moved. No one wanted to test the humans' claim. Even the most aggressive species could not ignore the weight behind the calm voice of the Titan. As communication continued, humans shared knowledge, technology blueprints, and even warnings about cosmic phenomena unknown to most civilizations. They offered help to stabilize unstable stars, prevent supernova, and protect life across the galactic rim. Yet all the while they reminded everyone, the Titans were ready to act if provoked. An alien historian finally whispered, "They are not like us. They do not seek power, yet their power is absolute. They do not conquer, yet their presence commands obedience. We are witnessing something the galaxy has never seen, a species both mortal and godlike." The council debated for hours, some wishing to ally, some fearing, and some plotting. But no one dared make the first move against Earth, not while the Titans waited, not while humans watched, calm and patient. Even those who had once laughed at the idea of humans now felt the weight of centuries in their eyes. Captain Hale concluded, "We do not seek to rule. We do not seek glory. We only seek survival, and to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Remember our words, respect our presence, and you may live in peace." And as the Titan Sol Invictus drifted slowly in the void, scanning stars and planets, the entire galaxy realized a single truth. Humans did not come to conquer, but if provoked, no one could stop them. For the first time in galactic history, silence fell across civilizations. Not in fear of death, not in submission, but in awe. And the galaxy knew humanity had arrived, and it had changed everything. The test tension gripped the galaxy. After the first contact with the Titan-class vessel, whispers of fear and awe spread among every civilization. Some alien factions refused to accept humanity's peaceful words, believing no species could possess such power without intent to dominate. A secret coalition of worlds launched a surprise attack, sending fleets to surround the Sol Invictus, expecting resistance, destruction, or a warning of war. The humans did not respond immediately. Their Titan-class vessel remained calm, shields rising gently to protect allied stations and civilian ships. Captain Marcus Hale spoke through the calm, voice steady. "This is the United Earth Fleet. Titan Sol Invictus, we do not attack unless provoked. Stand down and avoid unnecessary loss of life." The alien fleets hesitated. Some continued the assault, believing the humans would strike back. Others paused, unsure whether to continue or retreat. The first shots were fired, plasma beams streaking across the void. The humans did not return fire at the attackers. Instead, they moved with precision, shields deflecting energy, and small drones disabling weapon systems without harming crews. The Titan's AI calculated trajectories, controlled every movement. It neutralized the threat, disabling engines and weapons of dozens of alien ships. No life was lost, no unnecessary destruction occurred. The alien commanders watched in disbelief. How can they do this? One gasped. "They are controlling everything with perfect precision. And still not killing anyone," another whispered. "It is terrifying." The humans had turned the test into a lesson. They showed that power alone was not strength. Control, discipline, and restraint were the true measure. Alien fleets began to understand that humans could destroy entire systems if provoked. But they also chose not to, and that choice made them more dangerous than any weapon. Captain Hale addressed the Galactic Council once more. "Your attack proves what we have always known. There is fear in the galaxy. Fear that humans cannot be controlled. Fear that life might survive through our choices. We do not seek revenge or conquest, but we will defend life with absolute precision. And we will protect those who cannot protect themselves." Some aliens attempted to negotiate peace again. They offered tributes, trade agreements, and alliances. Others remained suspicious, unwilling to trust the species they barely understood. But all knew the same truth. Challenging humanity was no longer an option. A small alien officer approached the Titan, eyes wide. "You fought without killing. You could have destroyed us all in seconds," he said quietly. Hale smiled faintly. "Yes, we could, but the galaxy is worth more than revenge. Power is meaningless if it is used without purpose." Meanwhile, the Coalition realized the Titan's systems were capable of far more than defensive action. They controlled orbital patterns, could reshape entire sectors, and their drones could disable any threat. Even the most technologically advanced civilizations had never seen such a combination of restraint and raw power. As the fleets withdrew, some admitted quietly that humanity had passed a test no one else had ever attempted. A test not of strength but of character. Others whispered in fear that if humans ever chose to fight without restraint, the galaxy would remember this day in terror. Captain Hale turned to his crew, calm and measured. "Prepare for further contact," he said. "They will test us again, some with fear, some with doubt. But we show the galaxy who we are and why restraint is stronger than destruction." The Titan-class vessel drifted in the void, scanning, observing, ready to respond. Every alien ship that survived carried the memory of that day. The humans had not won by weapons or force. They had won by showing control, precision, and a courage that did not need aggression. And far across the galaxy, whispers spread. "They are not like us," one diplomat said. "They do not seek power, yet their power is absolute," another replied. "Do not provoke them," a third added. "And remember, restraint is their weapon." The test had ended, but the lesson was clear. Humanity had proven itself in the eyes of the galaxy. Not through fear, but through measured action. Not through domination, but through the strength to choose not to destroy. Yet even as fleets withdrew, silence fell once again. For the galaxy knew that this was only the beginning. One day, humanity might be forced to act. And when that day came, no species would survive if they did not respect the Titan-class vessel. And the galaxy understood. Humans had arrived not only as visitors, but as something far more significant, something the stars had never seen before. And the legend of the Titan-class vessel and the humans who commanded it spread like fire across the stars. The final revelation: the galaxy was silent. After the test, alien civilizations whispered about the humans and their Titan-class vessel. The Sol Invictus had proven restraint, power, and discipline. And yet, the galaxy sensed that this was only the beginning. A signal came from the outer rim, urgent and strange, a fleet of ancient raiders. Creatures that had destroyed entire star systems centuries ago were approaching. They were massive, dark, and incomprehensible, moving like shadows between stars. Entire planets trembled at their arrival. Fleets scattered in fear. And for the first time, the galaxy saw true terror. Captain Marcus Hale observed from the bridge of the Sol Invictus. Calm as ever. "This is the United Earth Fleet. We are here to protect life, not conquer. Stand down or face defense measures," he transmitted. Voice steady, the raiders did not reply. They only advanced, their black forms swallowing the light of nearby stars. The alien fleets panicked, some retreating, some frozen in indecision. "This is it," one officer whispered. "The end of the galaxy." But Captain Hale smiled faintly. "No," he said. "It is the moment humanity was built for." The Titan-class vessel activated all systems, shields glowing like a miniature sun, weapons and drones moving in perfect coordination. And yet humans did not attack immediately. They moved with precision, calculating, measuring, giving the galaxy a chance to survive without loss. Then the raiders struck, massive energy waves tearing across space, devouring fleets, destroying planets. The Sol Invictus responded. Not with aggression, but with mastery. Drones and energy shields blocked attacks. Redirected power stabilized planets in orbit. The humans neutralized the threat without destroying the raiders entirely, showing control beyond anything the galaxy had seen. One alien commander could barely speak. They are not like us. They do not kill immediately, yet they control everything." Hale's voice echoed across communications, calm and unwavering. "We protect life. We do not take it unless absolutely necessary. Witness humanity, witness restraint, witness courage." The battle continued, and the humans' presence changed everything. Aliens began cooperating, following instructions, stabilizing systems, and avoiding unnecessary deaths. Even the ancient raiders, sensing the humans' power, began to hesitate. Their shadows slowed, and their energy attacks faltered. For the first time in centuries, nothing could move freely in their path. Captain Hale piloted the vessel closer, not to attack, but to shield life. Every decision precise, every action measured. Alien fleets watched in awe, whispering that humans had done what no species could. They had faced an unstoppable force and tamed it without killing, without conquest, and in doing so, the galaxy was reminded of humanity's true power. Finally, the raiders retreated, unable to overcome the discipline and coordination of the humans. The galaxy exhaled, planets spinning safely, fleets intact, and all eyes turned to the Titan-class vessel. Glowing in quiet majesty, Captain Hale transmitted one last message. To all civilizations of the galaxy, we are humans. We do not seek war. We protect life. We act only when necessary. Remember this day. Remember the Titan-class vessel. And respect life, as we respect it. The galaxy is yours to survive. But Earth will always watch, ready if needed. The message spread to every star system, echoing in silence. The galaxy understood the truth. Humanity did not need to conquer. They did not need to fight, and yet no one could defy them. Aliens whispered to each other. Awestruck, do not provoke them, do not underestimate them. They are not like us. And as the Titan-class vessel drifted into the stars, observing, guarding, and waiting, the legend of Earth and its humans grew. Civilizations told stories of the calm yet powerful beings who could destroy, yet chose not to, of a species small in appearance, yet unmatched in courage, discipline, and strength. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. Power was not measured by destruction, strength was not shown in domination, true supremacy was restraint, precision, and the courage to protect life against all odds. And somewhere deep in the void between stars, the humans of the Sol Invictus continued their watch, guardians of the galaxy, silent, patient, and unyielding, waiting for the day their presence might be needed again. The stars no longer trembled in fear. They trembled in awe, because humanity had arrived, and the galaxy would never be the same again.